weights and stuff, but getting outside and pushing around in this kind of environment, up and down these hills, and all this different kind of terrain, really challenges my body. I definitely recommend this for anybody that's paralyzed or in a wheelchair. Walking can change your life. So obviously I'm not walking, I'm pushing, in my wheelchair. But still, it can change your life. It really can. I'm always trying to explain about when you eat a meal, you can take a little 10-minute walk after you eat a meal. It helps bring down your blood sugars and helps bring down your insulin levels. Every time you eat, you spike your insulin. Well, what happens when you spike your insulin is you're putting pressure on your body. So you want to try to bring all that back down, especially with like the blood sugars. When you bring that back down, it helps you to keep the metabolism nice and strong and going the way you want to help you whatever your goal is: burn fat, build muscle, things like that. So I'm going to set you on my chest right now. We're just going to push along this. We're going to push along this trail right now until we get to the back, and then I'll get you guys there again. Hopefully the connection's good and everything's going good. So here we go. Let's get going. Let me turn you guys around. There we go. Perfect. Put you on my chest. I got my headphones in, so you guys should hear me pretty well. It's going to be kind of bobbing a little bit here on my chest, so you'll see like the front of me, probably my knees, things like that. Like, even though this road looks easy, pushing, being in a wheelchair and obviously not having some of the balance that I don't have, like my hip control, lower abdominal control, things like that. The little stabilizer and stability muscles, that's the key of, building right now. So like me doing things like this obviously helped me with all that. It helps me, work those stability and stabilizer muscles. People underestimate little things like this add up, especially being in a wheelchair, paralyzed, it definitely does. Kind of trying to see, what the view that you guys can see right now, because obviously, like I said, it's on my chest. So another reason why I like living where I live right now in Arizona, the community is really active. We, have this path along, right behind our house, and it's going to lead, you'll see. So obviously I'm going up like the main road right now, and it's going to go to a path that's going to go behind all these houses, which are, really cool. It's a really good view. So obviously it's a lot of like some desert-like, but it's cactuses, things like that. You got some lizards running around. I had a snake one time, literally like right in the middle of the walkway, and it was pretty big. I was like, holy cow. I want to I'm going to try to, let me adjust this a little bit. There we go. I feel like that's a better view. Because obviously when I push, I'll lean forward a little bit. So I want you guys to get the better view. Instead of, I feel like it was bobbing down, looking at my knees the whole time. So, again, I won't be able to look to see if anybody's talking or anything like that until I get to the back trail. But I got my headphones in my ears, so hopefully that's connected. Hopefully you can hear me pretty well. Like, see, there's a person way up in front of me just walking. Like, it's a very active community. People get out here early in the morning. It's probably like 7. Yeah, it's 7:30 a.m. right now. I was up a little bit earlier, just getting together. I had to charge my phone a little bit. I'm streaming on my phone right now. I got my chest harness, so I can, put you guys on my chest and obviously talk to you and show you the view. Some people don't think, think this is like, not beautiful, but it is. And yeah, grass and stuff. You just see there's like a lot of it's rocks, but there's beautiful, bushes, and you see a lot of greenery, cactuses and things like that. But I enjoy like days like this being active. I really enjoy, being active and pushing and getting my body, moving, just getting blood flow. Blood flow helps to heal, the muscles and your tendons and things like that, especially when you're working out hard. Like have, I worked out 3 days in a row. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today's Thursday. Today, like my rest day, man, I can feel it. Like my body is sore. I've been pushing it really hard, hitting some heavy weights, really working on my, bench press, pushing power. My goal is still the same, man, to maybe and hopefully make it in 2028 para powerlifting, and even in other divisions. Like I'm gonna enter, able body division and compete in that, man. Like I'm enjoying just, looking forward to something that keeps me pushing every day. That's what I think is really good for everybody. You should have some kind of drive. It can be for anything in life, in sports, bettering your health, whatever, making yourself stronger, being more independent. If you have a disability, if you want a better car, job. I mean, there's so many things that you can look forward to and work at. And that's what I enjoy about, life really is you get an opportunity to really work hard and do what you want to do. Again, I don't really think there's a way I can check, but I hope you guys can hear me with these earbuds. And I got like the noise cancellation. I can hear the cars going by, but barely. Some days, when I do these pushes, and I try to do these pushes daily, every morning, get my body up, get that sun on me, feel this fresh air. It's nice and cool, and I've learned, well, here in Arizona, you got to get doing it, get out and about early in the morning, because that sun comes out and it starts to get hot. But right now, there's a nice little cool breeze. Even though the sun's out right now and I can feel it, but it's not nothing compared to like later on in the afternoons. And like even though, like I said, you can kind of tell from being in front that it has a little bit of hills. Obviously the terrain, the bumpiness of the rocks and things like that. It's to me, these are the little things that separate from myself from other people, because you know some days I don't feel like doing this stuff, and some days I just want to be lazy. But I still push myself. I was on a kind of like a interview slash like podcasting yesterday, or like a group meeting, I guess, on Zoom. With a lot of different people, and different people with different injuries and stuff. And I was just explaining, like, yes, obviously, some people have worse, injuries, and they're limited to some things, but anything is better than nothing. So, you pushing yourself to just be the best you can be, and that it doesn't matter what you can do. Something is better than nothing. Get like some kind of routine. Having a disability alone can really play on your mental, toughness, or your mental clarity of what really, what should I do every day? Like, trust me, I've been paralyzed 22 years. So these days like this really help me out, just to get out here and kind of get my mind clear and think about what I want to do and just enjoy this push. I'm blessed that I can still be able to do stuff like this compared to, other things. So I mean, life could be a lot worse. I try to do the best I can with what I have, and keep on going forward, no matter what the situation is. You know, again, there's every day is not sunshine and rainbows. Some days are terrible. I don't feel like doing nothing. Don't want to really talk to anybody. Just kind of want to do my own thing and just be alone. It gets like that, and it's okay if you feel like that. I used to think there was something wrong, but there's not nothing wrong. It's just life. I've been through a tragedy, and I live it every day. Have to, use the bathroom the way I do, and use objects to use the bathroom, things like that. So I keep on pushing, you know, and that to me is the best out of everything. Let me see if I can undo this and check you guys out. This is, like I said, there's a lot of greenery over here. Jibu, awesome! You can hear me. Thank you, baby. Hey, it's kind of surprised me. You were in the stream for a little bit. I seen you for a second. I was like, who is that? Like, dang, look at this beautiful woman coming up on me. I'm like, I'm married. Oh my God, it's my wife. That's what I was like, dang. Look at over there. I see Crispy over there. He's resubbed 4 times. We got, what is it, Ryan Zbet? Follow? Nice. We got Jubu with some bits. Got another follow. Nice, guys. I woke up and as soon as you shut door, I shut it nice and softly too. So, all right, well, let's switch you around and let's get going again. I'm gonna go on this nice little push. You took the bike today. I should have took the bike. Let's get a nice little push in. Bike would have been kind of cool. Do a nice little stream on the bike. I got a hand cycle, guys, that I ride with my hands. My feet stick out in front of me. It's kind of funny sometimes when people see me, they're kind of amazed by it. I mean, I'm amazed by it myself. I just reached out. I just had a guy reach out to me. I used to live in Michigan, and he wanted me to come do a hand cycle ride. Morning. And I told him that I don't live in Michigan no more. I live in Arizona. So he gave me some information on this guy that lives here in Arizona, and he does um, like off-roading with hand cycles, and they're called the company that has them is called Lasher, and they have full suspensions and stuff, and the tires are really made for off-roading and stuff. So I was checking out a whole bunch of videos last night, laying in bed. Man, was I impressed! So I reached out to him and just told him, hey, what my name is, and the guy that told me, I think he had Tyler, gave me all his information. Reach out to him because I live in Arizona. I'd like to meet up with him, meet him and check out some of his bikes because he's like he represents that company. He's like an ambassador with them. So he says he's got a demo bike that I can check out and try and go riding with him. He's on he's traveling right now, doing some bike tours. Like he's in Illinois, I think this weekend, tomorrow. He should be back, I think, in hopefully November, and then I can meet up with him. That'd be so cool. I like riding. Like my bike that I have, it's a good bike. When I bought it a little short. The frame's a short frame, and I didn't realize that wasn't too good for me because I have long legs. I'm about 6', 6'1", and I need more of like a diameter of the bike so I can turn and stuff a lot easier. It's not as easy for me to turn. These bikes that he's got are unbelievable, man. Watching them do like the way they do, like get around and do these turns, it looks so easy. And like I said, the suspension, I don't have a suspension. Mine's a solid frame right now, so it's kind of really rough on me. But still get a nice little workout in. I love it. I used to ride all the time and do some like YouTube videos and stuff of it. But this is like basically the stroll me and the wife take all the time. We go up and down this trail different ways and things like that. Like I said, it's nice to get out, get that sun on you, get a nice little, some cardiovascular, but cardiovascular is good for heart health, no matter what. And like I said, me not having balance in some parts of my body, this kind of terrain going over it and pushing myself strengthens those little stability and stabilizer muscles that I need. And I tried to, that was one thing I said in the group meeting yesterday to all the disabled people. Like things like this seem like it's a pain in the butt and all this stuff, but it's really beneficial. And if I can get people to do stuff like this, their lives would probably feel a lot better. You know, being in a wheelchair, independence is everything. So that's what I know. I've worked really hard for it. Obviously, not everybody understands. Not even people that, are part of your family understand, about your disability. Like, just little simple things of like taking the ramp with me because that's how I got to get around. Like, I can't go downstairs. I'm a disability. I have to have obviously a mobile wheelchair to get me around. There's no other way. Morning. There's no other way. Morning. I can't just, say, hey, I don't want to use the wheelchair today. It doesn't matter. I'll be crawling around, dragging my legs, I have to use a wheelchair to get around. So it's like something simple as taking, a ramp, and there's people coming with me, so say if I'm with family members or friends or whoever, and I got to take the ramp. It bothers me sometimes that people take the stairs instead of going with me on the ramp. Like, if I could take the stairs, I take the stairs. But it's just like, I don't know. I guess being kind and walking with someone, obviously, to make them feel comfortable. Like, it's not going to hurt you to walk down the ramp. It's not like because you walked on the ramp of the accessibility access, that you're going to be in a wheelchair there now. Just simple things like that, especially for my family and things like that. Like, obviously my wife just goes with me. Like, she's used to it. That's what we do. She understands the life, you know. I don't know. My wife was talking about it yesterday and it just kind of bothered me a little bit more and more as I thought about it last night and today. Because it does. It's just little simple things, man. No one asked to be paralyzed, but it happened. So I got to deal with it and, live the best I can. And the world's just not set up for people with disabilities. Now, don't get me wrong, it's 2024. A lot of things have changed, but yeah, I mean, like I said, mainly people just don't understand, like, even when people say they have a disability, it's like you really don't understand what a disability is until you have to, have an object to get around it. That's the only way you can, or to use equipment, to use the bathroom. There is no other way. That's having a disability. So, to me, it's a little bit more different. Do a little rant today on this stream. Like I said, I still stay positive. This is what I'm talking about. Like, every day is not the best, but you still gotta keep going on. They asked me yesterday in the group, what keeps me motivated? Because obviously, it's different from day to day. And I said it is different from day to day, and it's hard to actually answer that question. Some days I don't know what keeps me motivated. Some days I don't know what keeps me to get up and go out here and push around and get through things like this. But what I do know is I'm just gonna keep doing it no matter what. Like I feel like in the end, it should make me tough and more mentally tough. You know, and it's definitely gonna make my life easier. It hasn't made it harder. I mean, it's kind of hard, obviously, having to push sometimes do this, but a lot better than not being able to do things like this. Like I'm still blessed to be able to get outside and push around. All right, let me turn it around. Ooh, got my hand on the camera. We're flying. So now we're going downhill. This one's I'm cruising. So camera's on the left side. I'm gonna have to turn back around for you guys. I am flying. I'm gonna have to put you down for a second so I don't crash. Going a little fast. This is a beautiful little park right here. Look how beautiful the sky is. All blue sky. So I used to live in Texas, and I used to say, basically, Texas was always blue sky. I tell you, here in Arizona, is definitely blue sky always. Like, look, there's not a cloud in the sky. That's awesome. All right, here we go. Go back on the chest. We're gonna take this little path to the right. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go by the lake. It's a beautiful scene over there. So we'll wrap around this way. Like I said, sorry I had to put you down on my lap real quick so I didn't crash. I don't feel like having to fall out of my chair today. See, some of this, like, obviously, when I get over here too, you'll see some of it is, up and down hills. So, like, I got to push up the hills, obviously, and just coast down the hills. But again, a lot of people in wheelchairs feel like, wobbly and stuff. These things going over like this different terrain and, the different whatever angles and positioning of these, cement blocks that are in front of me of this walkway really have helped out with my strength and stuff and my stability. Wish I could turn on some music. What if I can do it on my watch so you guys can hear it? You should still be able to hear me too. If I do. See, I'm going uphill right now. And now we're about to go downhill. Let me, she says, oh, okay, Tom. New subject. Oh, my baby's amazing. Yeah, I don't know. I woke up with a little bit of edge on the shoulders today. It kind of got me fired up from yesterday. So that's your fault, babe. That is your fault. But hey, I had an awesome time though yesterday, sweetheart. Um, yeah, it was really a good time yesterday, spending time with you and loving on you and laughing and giggling. It was definitely awesome. We need to do some more of that. All right, let's see if we can get this going. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work that way. Morning. Okay, I tried to get the music on. I don't think it worked. All right, baby, be safe. Oh, look at these doggies. Whoa, big boys. Morning. Oh, that was a good dog. You didn't even flinch. All right, let's see if we can get this to work. No, I don't know because I got you guys on your phone, so I don't think it will do it. I think it's gonna try to take over. So, all right, we're getting no music. That kind of sucks, but hey, it's all good. See, I go up and down these hills. I get to coast down some. Man, I'm telling you, my triceps are pretty sore today. That's a good feeling because I've been trying to work my triceps a little more. They say bigger, stronger triceps would definitely help out the bench press. So yeah, I definitely enjoy working out my body and making it stronger. And when I am a little sore some days, I'm like, okay, I put in some good work. So instead of going like turning up right here, we're gonna actually go around the lake. We're gonna do the long haul today. I should have enough battery. I think I was at 99%. We gotta keep you out of the sun though too, because it will overheat. It will overheat. When I first ever came to Arizona to visit my brother-in-law, um, we came to fish here. We got some catfish and stuff out of here. It's pretty cool. They have like a limit. I'll show you. I think there's a sign that tells you like what you can get and what you can't. And, you know. All right, she's turning. That's good. You gotta pay attention, man, because these people don't pay attention. I'm gonna tighten up these straps. I've got these front straps. I can tighten up. There it goes. It feels like now the phone's a little more secure. Obviously, it's still bouncing around. We're going through all these rocks, crazy terrain. All right, so right here it says daily fish limits. See, look at they got rainbow trout in here, largemouth bass, sunfish, grass carp. See the number of fish per day per person. You can take like a 4 rainbow trout, 10 sunfish. That's cool. Got to have obviously in the Arizona Game and Fish Department a license. Yeah, but that's pretty cool. It's been a while since we fished here. I'd rather go to like a. I watch a lot of people fish here. They don't really catch a lot of stuff, especially during the day when it's hot out. You got to think. So when I used to fish with my dad taught me when you would fish, you don't want to fish during the day when the sun. I mean, we would, but it's gonna be harder to catch fish because the fish are gonna be at the bottom of the lake or whatever water that you're at fishing at because of the fact of it's colder down there, and obviously up top of the water is hot from the sun hitting it. As you can see, the sun right now both beaming over there. So yeah, that's what the fish are gonna do. They're gonna go to the bottom, and sometimes they don't really want to bite because it's so hot out. I want to show you guys this too. This is pretty cool. So down this trail, they have like these little signs, and they have the workout area where you can do pull-ups and stuff. And there's a different, like little location of a exercise down this way. It could be, I don't know, anything like for your abs, doing sit-ups, or um, you can do. There's like a bar, do push-ups, which I did a couple videos on some of my social medias where I did some push-ups. I don't know if there's a dip station over here. I know there's one over by my house, but see, that's cool. He's out there running with his children, man. That's good. Staying healthy, staying active. That's what it's all about, man. Just keeping the health, keeping your body sickness and disease free. That's number one, man. Obviously eating healthy nutrition plans really gonna be one of the best decisions that you can make, but exercise can go a long way. The person that exercises and does something like smoking or something is actually healthier than the person that. Yeah, that was my 8 o'clock alarm. It's actually beautiful over here. Like I said, this is a beautiful area. I'm gonna put you back in my chest and keep on going. I was tightened up the wrong way. All right, let's go. Do 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 do. I'm supposed to do kind of some stuff in the garage where I can do like some ab work and stuff. Today's kind of like my active recovery day. I like to stay active during the days I'm not working out. Nothing crazy, not trying to build muscle, not trying to stress my body out too much. Um, just to get a nice little stimulus in, get some pushing in, get a little sweat going. Remember, again, I said it earlier, blood flow helps repair the muscles that you're breaking down during, exercise and things like that. It also helps with um, the tendons and ligaments and joints, pushing blood in there. I definitely can recover way better doing this than just sitting around. I used to sit around and do nothing. I thought, and some of the things that I read on, people were like, you want to be bigger and stronger, you just need to do nothing and just kind of, relax. And then I came across, PhD doctor, exercise science, um, and people that are doctors in the field of exercise, and they're like being active. Obviously, I'm not trying to push heavy weight or anything like that. I'm just pushing myself around to keep myself active. Oh, look at that little doggy. Oh, little guy's tired. Man, I'm done, Mom. I want to go home. We got another doggy. I just went through a freaking. I just went through a cloud full of bugs. So this is like our clubhouse up here, which is really cool. Um, we took my niece and nephew there and stuff, and hung out there. It was pretty cool. They were have to go into the water and stuff. I wish I could do those things, man. I really can't. I got a really bony booty, and I've had pressure sores and stuff. So things like that, I just gotta, be cautious about. Um, just part of the life of being paralyzed, man. It used to bother me, but now I'm okay with it. I still get to enjoy this moments with the family and stuff. Some people looking at me crazy. Got a camera on my chest. Oh, look at little guy over here walking around. That's so cool. That's the guy that I think was just running. letting his little guy run now. Get his exercise in. See how active this community is. It's pretty cool. I like it like that. I like this area. Obviously, a lot of older generation, seniors and stuff, keeping yourself healthy. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. I wish I had like a. I should took my other pole. I could stick it out in front of me so you can see me instead of just seeing, what's in front of me. Look at these little turtles over here and stuff. Look at these little turtles. Pretty cool. So now we're at the main road, and I'll show you. Now we're gonna go on this main road. This main road has like the outside workout equipment for calisthenics and stuff, using your body weight. So you can add stuff to your body weight, things like that, if you want to. But this is one of the main reasons why kind of me and my wife we moved here, because obviously for her family, family and stuff. But also, this community was the things that I've seen with the workout activities along this pathway. Really, wow, I really enjoy this. Like, I'd like to obviously live like in the country too, but I actually enjoy this. To get outside and move around with this. Live in the country, you wouldn't really have these kind of pathways. I feel nice and woke up, feel nice and warm. Nothing crazy, but I can feel it. So we're coming up right now on a workout area. This one I think is gonna be, I don't know. So it's a pole, basically. The sign will say what it does. So it says isometric squat, stretch kick. You can stretch your leg and stuff like that on that pole. These cactuses are beautiful. I enjoy this, man. Like I said, I lived up in the north my whole life, so being able to get out of the snow and the coldness, I enjoyed that way more than being up there. Let's turn around, see my nice, sexy face. How is everybody? Look at that, yeah. So that's beautiful. So yeah, I got the Streamlabs app going on the phone, so I can obviously see when people talk and stuff like that. When I look at it, I can't look at it when you're in front of me. Yeah, I just wanted to do a little stream this morning, showing you a little bit what my activity, days like this when I'm getting up and I go out for a push. I think my sweetheart is watching me. I appreciate you, baby. Like I said, I hope you have a good workout. If you're gonna do something, I would, like I said, take a little rest day, man. Just do some walking, some tanning, maybe do some massage chair. Don't do nothing too crazy. Let your body kind of relax. Don't be pushing no weight or anything like that. Don't do no upper body. Don't do no legs, because tomorrow you need to do legs and stuff. We got to get some squats in, some deadlifts tomorrow. And then you can take the weekend off again. So just make sure you're, being smart. I'll put you back on my chest. I love you so much. Sometimes I'm going to say this, my wife's listening. So sometimes, I love my wife. She's wonderful. She loves me for me. She loves me unconditionally. She really does. That's great in a relationship. Sometimes, I kind of get into my moods, and I just don't want to be bothered sometimes, or, I'm not as lovable as I should be. But I just want her to know that I love her, and I do, enjoy the moments that we, do cherish together, with our love and us hanging out. She's awesome. When you find that person, you'll know. Here's another one real quick. So here's another workout area. You can do some pull-ups on there. Over here they have like an upper body rotation, incline pull-up, hip rotation, things like that. That's another workout area. We got another one coming up here. I'll check this one out. See, I really like this. And like some days I obviously have a belt underneath my chair. I strap it to myself and I do some of these. But like I told you guys, I'm not trying to stress my body out today at all. Saturday, I'll do some body weight stuff. So maybe I'll come along this trail and I'll do, you know, a vlog or a stream showing me doing some of the exercises, because that's the day that I'm supposed to be doing more of like body weight. Again, pushing my body weight, my body's used to, so I'm not stressing it out by overloading any kind of muscle. So that's okay. But she's got a weighted vest on. That's what I'm talking about. I like that. She's getting it. See, I love people that exercise and stuff like that, man. All right, so this one's like a step up. It's a step up challenge. A simple step up. You can just step up on those little blocks while you're holding that pole, working your legs and stuff. And it has, if you've seen it, it has like a beginner and an advanced, how many reps and sets to do, which that's pretty cool. But yeah, let me get back to my wife real quick. I'm telling you, when you find that one, we've been through a lot, and we fought for each other because we love each other, And again, every day is not the best day, and every day is not going to be sunshine and rainbows, but we still fight, and we still know our love. And yeah, it's awesome. It really is. Yesterday was a really good day. Seeing her today get out and get active and stuff, where it's like, wow, she got out, get on her bike. That's awesome. I only want the best for her, obviously for myself. Whatever we want to accomplish, health is number one. If you're not healthy, you're not gonna live a good life, and it's gonna be harder for you, to live a life worrying about sickness and diseases. So, me being paralyzed, that's number one thing. I dealt with that for a long time. Here's another one. So this one's like a vertical climb, up and over climb, and side leg raises. I don't know what I could do on that. I could probably figure out something to do on that. So maybe some push, maybe some like leaning back, maybe a little bit of pulling. I can definitely, think outside the box and work those workout areas. Yeah, I hope my buddy James is gonna come in here. He's working today. Yeah, I appreciate everybody coming in. Welcome in to the stream. We on the stroll this morning. We're on the Southside Stroll, showing you the Arizona landscaping and weather. Look across the street over there. It's just all open fields. That's beautiful. I want to, like, if I could, we do sometimes. There's a couple of trails that we found that are kind of like going up and down, like in hills and stuff, that we go on. I would really wish that I could go up and down like a hill. If I get the proper like bike hand cycle, the guy that I was talking about earlier, he's got these hand cycles. These bikes are made for going up like these trails and stuff. I would really like to get one. They're expensive. They're looking at 10,000 range now. There's organizations that I can try to get funded. So I might try to do that and see if they want to help me pay for it. Yeah, because to me, that's something really cool. Something I've always wanted to do. Morning. I dug. He was excited to see me. All right, so the workout we just passed was like more of like a balance beam. You can balance yourself up there. You can do step ups on there too for your legs, like high steps, working your quads. And again, if you angle yourself a little bit more forward, like on a maybe kind of a little bit on a 45 degree while you're stepping up, you can kind of work your hamstrings a little more. Bending over with kind of a stiff-legged position will help you really activate those hamstrings. Morning. See what I mean? It's really active around here. And then you got this guy flying around in this dang John Deere. Sometimes I wonder, like, what do these guys do? They just drive around and enjoy their day. Man, I wish I could get a job like that. Just jump into John Deere, put my wheelchair in the passenger seat, and drive around, check out the landscape of of this neighborhood, of the city. So we used to have a side by side, me and my wife, a Polaris. It was nice. I miss it actually, going off roading like that. Got the Jeep though. All right, so here's another one. It's like a beam one, beam jump, beam run, beam walk. I actually do push-ups on these. That's where I do my push-ups at. It's pretty cool. Can stop there and get a couple sets in of some push-ups. And then over here, they're gonna have like a pull-up thing where I've done that too a couple times. I've shown that on my Instagram and TikTok, and then you can check that out. Me going up and down these pull-up bars that they have. One goes from like a different level up, so you kind of gotta like get up on it and you climb up to the top and climb back down. Over here, I believe this is like a push-up area, which the bar's a little low for me because I was thinking my knees being in my chair right here. When I do push-ups on a low bar like this, my knees will hit the ground. So that's why I chose the bar that I just showed you, because my knees don't hit the ground there. But over here, yeah, like you see, comfort push-up, stretch push-up, power push-up. They got the bar and they got the lower bar over here. That bar even right there is low. I could probably do behind the back tricep extensions with that bar. Where yeah, that's a good little workout. And again, it's taken me years to be able to do these kind of workouts. They didn't just come overnight. We used to practice them all the time. You can ask my wife, man. We used to do these all the time. I used to go to parks and stuff and do videos. I got tons of videos on my YouTube channel doing it. Yeah, it was it was definitely unique and fun. Really, right now, really into trying to get a big bench press. I'm trying to work for a 500-pound bench press, to be honest. You know, that's my goal. I just watched in the Paralympics, in the 80 kg, which is 176 pounds. A kid just did that, man. A guy just did that. And I was like amazed. Like, wow, he did it pretty easy too. Broke the world record, took the gold medal. Look at that, see it? That's a four-door Can-Am right there. Driving down the street. They drive all around here. That's so pretty cool. But yeah, so Iran won 3 different weight classes, and they took the gold. And there are some big dudes, man. They are strong. They're all in the 500 pounds. Like I said, the guy in my division did 533. Here was body curls, sit-ups, leg raises on that over there. I don't know what I could do on there. I don't know, I can figure something out. Just gotta think outside the box for a little bit. But yeah, man, he guy in my weight class at 176 pounds benched 533. The guy in the 88 kg benched 560, I want to say. And then I believe the guy in the 100 and I want to say the 100 plus kg was 107 plus kg, so he was probably like over 230. He benched 579, I want to say. No, that was the other guy. So there's another guy. He was from a different country. He wasn't from Iran. He actually broke the world record and benched 579, which that's almost 600 pounds. No, he benched 594 or 595 or 597. I can't remember. Around there, almost 600 pounds. And then the other Iran guy, which I don't even know what his disability was. Like, he walked out. He looked pretty big and muscular, and he walked out pretty okay you have to be able to compete in para powerlifting. You have to have some kind of lower uh, dysfunction, like a disability in your lower extremities. So obviously, like myself, having been a paraplegic, you can be an amputee. Have a fake leg, walking around with a prosthetic. Um, you can have a leg differential. So say one leg can be way shorter than the other. Obviously, it has to be a certain length to be able to qualify. But they're in the same category as me, if as long as they weigh in my weight class. Now, back in the day, it used to be just for people with spinal cord injuries. But then as time went on, they opened it up more to any disability in the lower extremities, um, that would prevent you from, doing basically able-bodied uh, powerlifting. So, and I still compete in the able-bodied powerlifting divisions. The one federation, here's another one real quick. This one's pull-ups, chin-ups, incline chin-ups, inverted chin-ups. My wife did that a couple times. I got a couple videos on TikTok and YouTube that I did, and Instagram showing that. But yeah, as long as the federation that I've been competing in, the USA Powerlifting, they have an adaptive division. But I can actually get into the regular division. Now, me and the wife went to nationals. It was a great experience, and we learned from it. Um, they kept making my lifts actually look good. I did 2 lifts that I actually completed, and the third lift that I didn't, I failed on. So I can understand not getting that lift. But the first 2 lifts they didn't give me because they just would like put up like a random card that I did something wrong. When really it all came down to, because one of the main refs came out and talked to us after, which they should have done it during, so I could have corrected it. Um, but he came out and basically said that, in the rules, it states that you have to be able to get to the platform, on and off the platform by yourself. Well, my wife was assisting me to the platform, like pushing me to the platform, helping me get on the bench. I just would have to do it myself, and I can be fine with that. This one's a standing jump, one leg standing jump, and crouch high jump. I actually grab from over here, and I climb all the way up here, and then I climb all the way back down. I got those videos on there. Those are fun to do. Those challenge you in many ways, and again, that takes a lot of, obviously, strength and workout that I've done for years. That's my baby. She's on the way to the gym. So yeah, I mean, we're already at home. Man, I pushed pretty fast. I mean, didn't talking to you guys and hanging out didn't even seem too bad. It was pretty quick, actually. Let's see if I can take you off, check you guys out. I am. Well, I won't. Running back home. Oh yeah, that's my baby. All right. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, today's just an outdoor push and a beautiful walkway. We are definitely getting this workout in. I put you down on my lap right now as I push. You can kind of see my face, my chin, see my double chin and stuff right now. It's funny, but I need something where I got to create where I can stick you out in front of me. You guys can see me as I push. Because I think I like that better. You being able to see me pushing the chair. Now I have like an extended tripod. I think I should be able to put it underneath my cushion and extend it all the way out in front of me with the uh, with the with the dang phone with it, and then you guys be able to see me as I'm pushing. Because obviously, I got to push with my arms, so it's hard to be able to grab the phone and push at the same time. Now I can do it for a minute, but as this terrain gets a little harder, it's a little harder for me. And obviously you can see the chest plate where I put you guys at. So I'm gonna turn you guys around. We got 2 streets to go. 2 main streets, and then we're gonna be heading up back towards the house. So here we go. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this nice stroll this morning. People probably looking at me like I'm crazy. I don't care though. It's all good. Yeah, so we gotta do some abs and stuff in the garage. Maybe I'll end this stream and I'll hook it up to the laptop. And we'll get that one going. We got some crunches to do. We got some things called like dumbbell, one arm dumbbell farmer walks. You know, these are just things that I've learned to adapt to, and it makes me just kind of challenge my upper body, my core strength, and all that. Again, like I said, we're not trying to do nothing too crazy. We're just trying to get a little stimulus in. You know, because I like being active always, to be honest. I mean, some kind of activity. Over the years, I've definitely found that helps me out living with a disability and keeping my, mind rate and motivation. You definitely want to be able to, um, you know, live a more comfortable life. It's hard enough as it is. Like today is like it's like my bathroom situation day that I have to do. And it's a pain in the butt. Listen, right now I'm all happy and cheered. So once I start doing that, it's kind of like my day goes to shit because it's like, man, I dread days like this. I wish I didn't have to do it the way I do it, but there is no other way. So we have to do what we have to do to keep on living, keep on moving forward. As much as I don't like it, as much as I don't want it to do it, but you have to. So how you doing? I see what you're doing. Another thing is too is around here, like we have HOA, and even though we got rocks, it just rained the other day, and we got this grass growing up in our rocks, and we're supposed to take care of that and get it all, um, you know, pulled out and stuff. And we've done it a couple times ourselves. I'm not gonna lie, like it's starting to get hot now, so I can feel the heat, and I'm definitely starting to sweat even way more now. I'm at the end of my push, but also, it's getting hot. Like I said, you got to hit it out here when it gets early. You gotta get out early and start getting, on your walk or whatever you're gonna do, because it will start to tear you apart if you let it. But you can see coming up over here, you can see all the grass growing up through the rocks. We got to get that all pulled up. We sprayed like all this weed killer, man, but this stuff does not kill it. This stuff still grows up. So I'm gonna get like a rake. I think if I get like a metal rake, it will work pretty good. I'm gonna get one of them. All right, well, we're here. Made it back. How long have we been doing this for? We've been doing it for about an hour. That's awesome. Definitely. Oh, thank you for the follow, Knock. Thank you so much. I just seen that you follow. I appreciate that, man. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be back on probably in a little bit. I gotta go do something in the house, and then I'm gonna switch over to my laptop, and we'll probably do like a little in the garage workout, doing some like abdominals and stuff, and just kind of being active, getting that blood flowing a little more. But I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, thank you so much, Knock, for that follow. And I'll see you soon, man. Keep checking me out. I appreciate it. I don't have a schedule up right now because of just the way life is. I can only stream when I can. So, but I definitely appreciate you. And everybody have a great day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Yes, thank you. And I'll be back on in a little bit. So, like I said, I'm done with my push outside. Gonna go inside now and get ready and go in the garage and work out. But thank you so much for your follow. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Hopefully you jump back on.